class. I'm quite sure that you're going well, as I'm okay too. Now, I'm Mr. Bukindi Kevin, a teacher of English. Today we're going to talk about synonyms and antonyms for the 4th level of the junior secondary school, as it is said in French, troisième. Now, let me write the title of the lesson on the board. Synonyms and antonyms and antonyms. Okay, class. That's very good. And now, at the end of this session, class, you should be able to match up synonyms together and antonyms together among the list of words that I'm going to provide you with. Okay, now to help you understand quite well what we're going to teach today, now let me write a text, a small text on the blackboard, on the board, excuse me, to help you understand quite well. So let us examine the following text. Let us examine the following text. The following text, yes? Now here it is. Good. Mr. Elenga is very happy today. Mr. Elenga is very happy today. Mr. Elenga is very happy today. He is so glad. He is so glad because, you're going to know why. He is so glad because he has won the lottery. Because he has won. Because he has won the lottery. Because he has won the lottery. Okay. He begins playing. He begins playing. He begins playing at the sunrise. At the sunrise. And stops at the sunrise and stops at sunset. And stops at sunset. At sunset. Okay. It is very difficult. It is very difficult. It is very difficult to imagine. It is very difficult to imagine his life, okay? To imagine his life without lottery. Without lottery. Thank you very much, class. Now, here is the small text. Mr. Elenga is very happy today. He is so glad because he has won the lottery. He begins playing at the sunrise and stops at sunset. It is very difficult to imagine his life without lottery. Here is the small text, class. Now, activity 1. Activity 1. Activity 1. Language drawing. Language drawing. Activity 1, language drawing. Now, instruction. Draw from the text. Draw. You learners, draw from the text. From the text. Draw from the text 2 adjectives. 2 adjectives. 2 adjectives that have the same meaning. The same meaning. Good. Draw from the text 2 adjectives that have the same meaning. So it means that in the text class, there are 2 adjectives having the same meaning. Now let's read it again. Mr. Elenga is very happy today. He is so glad because he has won the lottery. Let's stop first here. Mr. Elenga is very happy today. Is there an adjective in this sentence? Yes. Yes, of course. Mr. Elenga is very happy. So happy is an adjective. That's very good. Now sentence number 2. He is so glad because he has won the lottery. Is there another one, another adjective in the second sentence? Good. Glad is an adjective. Thank you very much. Now, he is so glad because he has won the lottery. Now we have happy and glad. Happy and glad have the same meaning. So, activity number 1, draw from the text 2 adjectives having the same meaning. So, write them here. Write them here. Write them here. Okay. Now, if we have to write them, so we say happy and glad. So, these adjectives are happy, that's the same, glad. Okay. Now, Mr. Elenga is happy because he has won the lottery and he has now much money. So, it's normal for him to be very happy. Good. Now, happy and glad have the same meaning. Activity number 2. Activity 2. Good. Activity 2, finding opposite meaning. Finding opposite meaning. Good, class. Finding opposite meaning. Instructions. Find in the text 2 nouns. Find in the text 2 nouns. 2 nouns and 2 verbs. And 2 verbs. 2 verbs, 2 nouns and 2 verbs. Find in the text 2 nouns and 2 verbs. 2 nouns and 2 verbs, yes, with opposite meaning. With opposite meanings. 2 verbs, 2 nouns having opposite meaning, with opposite meaning. A now. A, we have 2 opposite nouns, 2 opposite nouns. B, 2 opposite verbs. 2 opposite verbs. Okay. 2 opposite verbs. Now let's come back to the text class. To our text. Now, let's continue. He begins playing at sunrise, and stops at sunset. It is very difficult to imagine his life without lottery. Now, class, I want you to pick out or to find in a text 2 opposite nouns and 2 opposite verbs. Think about it for a while. Okay, good. Now, what are the 2 opposite nouns? He begins playing at sunset. Let me underline sunset. And stops at sunrise. At sunrise, sunset. He begins playing at sunrise and stops at sunset. I underline sunrise and sunset. Okay, these are 2 opposite nouns. 2 opposite nouns. Sunset, sunrise, sunset. Sunrise is when the sun rises, and sunset when the sun goes down. Okay, then we have sunrise opposite to sunset. Okay, now 2 verbs. He begins playing at sunrise and stops at sunset. He begins is a verb. That's very good. At sunrise and stops. Good. So we have begins and stops. Then you write begins. These are verbs. Begins. Here we have stops. Good. 2 words in contradiction, if you want me to say this. So 2 opposite verbs and 2 opposite nouns. Okay, now activity 3. We continue. Activity 3. Activity 3. Activity 3. To gain spaces, let me clean here. It's better. Okay, activity 3. Activity 3, naming and defining this word. Naming and defining naming and defining those words. Okay, naming and defining those words. Thank you. Instruction now. How do we call words? How do you call words having the same meaning? And how do you call words having an opposite meaning? Let me write the question. How do we call words having the same meaning, and how do we call, let's say, and those having, it's better, and those having an opposite meaning. question mark at the end. How do we call words having the same meaning, and how do we call words with opposite meaning? Now, A, words with the same meaning, words with the same meaning are, colon. Now B, words with an opposite meaning are dots. Good, class. Now, here is my question, class. How do we call words having the same meaning? And how do you call words having opposite meaning? A, words with the same meaning are, colon. Words with an opposite meaning are, colon. Then I give you 1 minute to think about it. Okay, class. Now, words with the same meaning are synonyms. Good. And words with an opposite meaning are antonyms. Good. You're very intelligent. Thank you for these definitions or finding the right answer. Now, activity 4, finding out synonyms and antonyms. Activity 4, finding out synonyms and antonyms. The text is no longer useful now, so I can clean it. Okay, activity 4. Activity 4, finding out synonyms and antonyms. Okay, class. So here is a list of synonyms and antonyms that we're going to provide you with. Okay, A, synonyms. Some synonyms. Okay, now, to live, we have to like. To like, famine, fast. To like, famine, fast, obviously. Obviously, yes, lorry, prepare. Lorry, to prepare. Lorry, to prepare. Now, try to think, class. What are the different synonyms? So then, to like is to love. We may say to love. To like, to love. Good. Famine, starvation. 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 Okay? Starvation. Fast, rapid. Fast, rapid. Obviously, evidently. Excuse me. Okay. Lorry, a truck. Truck, prepare, to cook. Okay. I have to draw your attention, class, please. Synonyms, for example, for the first word, or the first two words. So to like with to love are verbs. They are verbs. Famine, starvation are nouns. So it means that we can have verb being synonym. We can have also nouns. So here we have a noun. Now we have fast with rapid. They are adjectives. Obviously, with evidently, they are adverbs. Lorry and truck are noun. Now, to prepare and to cook are verbs. Good. Now, let's move to a short list of antonyms. A synonyms, now B antonyms. Okay, now, yes, rich and poor. Rich, poor. Rich, poor. Now let's take to live, to die. To live, the contrary is to die. Yes, another one. Quickly. Quickly. Darkness. Now, quickly we have slowly. And darkness, the contrary is light. Light. Now, early, the contrary is late. Late. Now, good. That's very easy for you, class. Bad. Healthy. Someone who's in good mood. Healthy. Healthy, I'm sorry, healthy. The contrary is unhealthy. Someone who's sick. Okay. So a short list of antonyms too. Now, rich and poor are adjectives. Live, die are verbs. Now, quickly and slowly are adverbs. So it means that even antonyms also may be verbs. They may be adverbs. They may also be nouns like darkness and light. They may be adjectives, good and bad, healthy, early, late. So these are synonyms, and here we have some synonyms, and here we have some antonyms. Good, class. Now, activity number 4, or applied exercise. Applied exercise. I would say number 5. Number 5. Good. Because this is the 4th one. Number 5, but the activity number 5 is the applied exercise. Applied exercise. Okay. Now, A. A. Now match up these synonyms. Okay, match up the synonyms. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Note. Yes, note, to leave. 3. To begin. Yes, to begin. Slim. Soul. A, B, C, D, and E. Good. Now, to start, near, thin, unique. And the last one is to quit. Okay. B now. Match up these antonyms. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, we have to in. 2, to start. Deaf. Old. A, B, C, D. Now A we have young, sad, to lose, okay, to finish, the exercise is continuing here. So we have 5, and here we have A, B, C, D, E. Now, 5, we have happy, good, and over there we have live. Okay, class, so this is the applied exercise. Now, the applied exercise has 2 levels. A, match up these synonyms, and B, match up these antonyms. Now we're going to correct it here. Correction. Okay. Now A, we have synonyms. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, class. I give you 2 minutes for this. Now you think about it. What is the synonym for note? What is the synonym for note? The first word. Try to see, class. Okay, right. Now, the first word, its synonym is be, there, near. So when we are in sport, if 2 teams are played, then if the first one has as 1. For example, 2, and the second one as 0. In fact, we never say 0, but we say too near. Too near. Good. Then it means 1 goes with B. Thank you. Now, to live. To live. Try to see. Remember, class, that a synonym of a verb is a verb. A synonym of an adjective is an adjective. Then pay attention about it. To live. Yes, try to see. Good. So, to live, its synonym is to quit. Now, it goes with E. Right. So, to live, to quit, that's the same. It means the same. Thank you. Now, number 3, to begin. To begin. Try to look at the words over there and find the synonym of to begin. As it is a verb, now the synonym must also be a verb. Yes. To begin, to start. Then I write letter A. Slim. The fourth one. Slim. Slim. Yes, slim. What is the synonym for slim? Try to see. Good. Slim goes with thin. Then I write letter C. The last one, sold. The last one, so it goes with D, then unique. Then I write D. Thank you for this first part. Let's move to the second one. B, antonyms. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now the contrary, not the same, but the contrary. To win, as Mr. Elenga, remember, he won a lot of money with the lottery. To win. Now what is the contrary of to win? Try to see. It's a verb. The contrary must also be a verb. Then to win, try to see. Good. To lose. Then 1 goes with C. I write 1C. To start, another verb. To start. The contrary is, right, to finish. To start and to finish. Good. Then I write D. Okay. Deaf. Deaf. It's a bad word maybe. Deaf. Now what is the contrary? It's a noun. So you must also find another noun taken as the antonym. 4 here. Okay. Now deaf. Good, class. So deaf, the antonym is life. I write E. Number 4, old. Old. Try to see. The antonym is A, young. Old, you are maybe 19 years old. You are 19 years old. And young, you are 25 or 20 years old. Then old, 4, goes with A, young. A. 5 now. Happy or happy. Yes, it goes with B, sad. Mr. Elenga was happy because he won much money. Then happy, but sad. So it's the contrary. Then I write letter B. Okay. Now this is the end of our applied exercise class about synonyms and antonyms. But as it's the end of the lesson, but before quitting, before winding up, we have first to give you homework. Now let me give you the homework. Now, you have to do the same thing, but alone now. Not together with the teacher, but you do it alone. Homework. Match up the synonyms below. Marvelous, to earn, much, to end, enormous. These are numbers, now letters. A, huge. B, to finish. C, wonderful. D, many. And E, to win. Now you will find, you do the same thing as we have just done together. Now you do the same thing alone. B, match up these antonyms. Numbers: 1, war. 2, married. 3, loathe. 4, to sit down. 5, strong. Now letters: A, to like. B, weak. C, to stand up. D, single. And E, peace. So I do trust you, class, that you're going to do this alone and correctly. Now, class, I'm happy to thank you because the lesson is over now. Let's meet another time. Bye-bye.